Y'all, you will experience a lot of issues, a lot of situations that will have you compromising yourself over what God has spoken over your life. The tests are going to be testing, okay? And it's so important for us to stay resilient, to stay strong and determined to get to God's promises that He has made and spoken over our life here. A lot of people, listen, especially church people, they don't like me. Okay, I don't think they like how, I don't know, God communicate with me or whatever. And I just don't know what it is. And I would tell them like, oh, you know what, just God's word, just speaking in general, like it ain't nothing too deep or too serious, right? And I don't know if that intimidates people, but they'll be like, oh, well, God ain't tell you that, or why would God, well, God told me something else. And it's like, I don't know what God you speaking to or whatever not, but I believe that there's one God, okay? And the God I'm communicating with, which is the one that created all things, told me otherwise. And I'm gonna stick to what what my God has said here. It's like things get so tough when you're super close to God fulfilling the promises that He made over your life. And sometimes you're going to want to fold. Sometimes you're going to want to give up. Sometimes you're questioning if God is going to actually deliver on His promise. And you're going to experience a lot of situations that's going to try to be, come as conflict as let me get it together. You're going to experience a lot of obstacles or situations that's going to cause conflict in what God has told you, to make you give in, to make you give up, to make you second guess or act outside of God's will, outside of God's word that was spoken over your life, especially when you're almost there. When you're literally finna cross that line, listen, it's like you facing everything. It's like the test is real here. It's like, keep going. Do not give up. You know what God has told you. Do not allow any situations, no matter what it is, to compromise you and what God has promised you. You have to stay strong. You have to stay resilient here, okay? God delivers on His promises. I promise you. God will deliver, but you have to stay strong. Do not allow people to talk you out of it. Do not allow people to influence you to do a certain thing that goes against God's will. You know what you're needing to do. Trust what you need to do. You will overcome. God will fulfill His promises, but you cannot be compromised. Okay? Don't let these people compromise you. Bye.